Alright guys, so we know Iris and Hydreigon are coming out later on this month. Same with Gardevoir and Diantha. So with them both coming out very close together, because Iris and Hydreigon, they're coming out on March 18, and Gardevoir, they're coming out on March 31st, so at the end of the month. So after Iris and Hydreigon get released, Gardevoir is coming out literally a week after, so yeah, you really have to pick who you want to go for, especially if you're free to play. And basically my best advice on summoning for these two, go for who you like more. I like Hydreigon and Iris a lot more, so like in terms of character wise and design and everything, I like Hydreigon and Iris a lot more, so I'm going to be going all in for them. But if I'm able to get them like 3 out of 5 in the first 2 summons, then obviously whatever gems I have left, I'm going to be summoning for Gardevoir and Diantha. Because they're both very, very good. They're both very strong, they can hit a lot of damage, but who should you go for? Just go for whoever you want. That's really what I could say. Because in order to like make the game a lot of fun, it's better to go for sync pairs that you really do like. Because if you're just going for pure damage, then Gardevoir is going to be your better option, because they're very strong with their normal moves, and then they have a sync nuke build on their sync grid as well, so they're going to be very strong normal move wise and then sync move wise as well. But Hydreigon and Iris, their real potential lies in their sync move. Like, yes, they could hit very hard on their normal moves as well, but not as hard as Gardevoir and Diantha. So we'll take a look at Iris's passive first and everything first, and then we'll look at Gardevoir and Diantha. So for Iris and Hydreigon, their passive one is Piercing Gaze, and that's always going to be good, because with sync pairs and Pokemon that don't always have 100% accuracy moves, Piercing Gaze is going to help that a lot. And then for passive 2, they have Power Loving, and the more the target's stats have been lowered, the more it powers up moves. And then for passive 3, they have Double Drop, and this is a very good passive. When the opponent's stat is lowered, it is lowered by double the stat rank, and what that means is for Breaking Swipe, their physical attack is lowered, and then for Snarl, their special attack is lowered, but both of them lower their respective stats by 1. But because of Double Drop as their passive, they're going to be lowering it by 2 stages, which is very good. So we know how Houndoom can lower the special attack stat because of Snarl, but that's by 1 stage. But now, because of Hydreigon and Hydreigon and Iris, they're going to be lowering it by 2 stages, which is very good. So you're going to be lowering special attack super quick, and because of that, your damage multiplier is going to be going up very fast as well. And then they have Dragon Rush, and then for their training move, they have 3 heads, and makes the move gauge accelerate on the allied field of play, and reduces the user's sync move countdown by 1, and sharply raises the user's attack, raises the user's critical hit rate. So they are very good. Their move kit is pretty solid too. Dragon Rush has a chance to flinch, but of course in their sync grid they will have aggravation, so you will have a higher chance to flinch at the target too, which is going to be good, considering Dragon Rush is going to be like your main move that you're going to be using. And what makes Iris and Hydreigon super good too is they have lowering of special attack and physical attack on their kit. So if you're going up against a stage that has high special attack, you could use Snarl, lower their special attack, and it's by 2 stages this time because of their passive Double Drop. So they're going to be super good defensively wise as well because of that. So if you're going up against a stage that has physical attacking as their strongest point, then just use Breaking Swipe, and and you don't have to worry about them doing a lot of damage physically as well. So like, they're incredible in terms of support and doing damage, because they're good supportive wise just because of the lowering of the stats. But yeah, for their own stats though, at level 130, their health is sitting at 635. Physical attack and special attack are the same, but it is 392, and physical defense and special defense is 186, and then their speed 269. So overall, like, their stat is pretty solid. And with their defenses at 6 stars and everything, they will be sitting just about at 200 defense. And because of them lowering physical attack and special attack, like, you really don't have to worry about them defensively either. And they're able to support that for the whole team as well, which is good. And then with the multipliers, with them lowering the offensive stats on the enemy field, very good. And technically they do have an AoE because Snarl is an attack all. Same with Breaking Swipe. Okay, wow, okay. I actually just realized that they got AoE on both of them. They're not a very strong AoE, but lowering physical attack on everyone, and then same with special attack, that is very good. That's very good. And then with them being a tech type, we know how strong they're going to be on their sync move because of that tech type multiplier that they get. So overall, like, the amount of damage that they're going to be doing is very good, but it's mostly going to be applied for their sync move. Yes, Dragon Rush is going to be hitting very hard too because of the multipliers and everything. So we'll have to see how much they're going to be doing compared to Gardevoir, but just from the looks of it, Gardevoir does seem to be better when it comes to damage. But yeah, we'll take a look at Gardevoir now. So Gardevoir, for her passive 1, she's going to have Hit the Gas 5, increases the move gauge stats needed to use attack moves by 1 and powers up moves. And that's going to be a multiplier right there already. And then for passive 2, it's the same thing as Red and Charizard. So has a small chance of reducing the user's sync move countdown by 1 when the user's move is successful. And we know how fast Red and Charizard can get to their Mega Evolution because of this passive. And now with Gardevoir and Diantha having this, they're going to be pretty busted, that's for sure. And then for their passive 3, Passive 3 is a mixture of 2 passives, just because when Mega Gardevoir comes into the field, Passive 3 is going to get changed to Fairy Power 5, but when she's not Mega Evolved, she's going to have Mutually Assured. And basically, whenever you get poisoned, badly poisoned, burned, paralyzed, you're going to be able to transfer those status conditions to the enemy as well. But when she turns into Mega Gardevoir, she's going to have Fairy Power 5, so you're going to be getting a nice 50% increase to your fairy moves, which is going to be very, very good. And then she's going to have Dazzling Gleam as her AoE, and she has the potential to hit just as hard as Red and Charizard as from their Heat Wave. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then she's going to have Dire Hit, Moonblast, and Time to Shine. And Time to Shine is like a Calm Mind. If you play the main series games, you know what Calm Mind does, and that's basically what their training move is. Sharply raises the user's special attack and special defense, and if used by Mega Gardevoir, also charges the user's move gauge by 3, which is very good. And just from looking at her kit, it's almost like a copy of Red and Charizard, because they're AoE, they have an AoE, and then Red and Charizard also have Direct Hit or Dire Hit, and then they have a very strong single target move. Not as strong as Blast Brim, but it's like one of the strongest Fairy type moves anyways. And then for their training move, they increase their offensive stats. So it's almost like a copy of Red and Charizard, but a Fairy type. So I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm definitely not complaining. And then further stats at level 130, their HP is sitting at 662, physical attack 212, physical defense 177, their special attack before Mega Evolution is 370, but then after Mega Evolution 444, special defense 131, and special defense 157 after Mega Evolving, and then their speed is 254. So again, like, they're not as fast as what I'd like them to be, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So their physical defense stat is higher than their special defense, just because they increase their special defense on their trading moves. So that's the reason why. And their 6-star outfit does look very good. It represents shiny Gardevoir, so that's pretty cool. I do really like that. So I'm definitely going to be rocking that whenever I get them to 6 stars in the future. But yeah, in terms of their build, they are going to be hitting very hard on their normal type moves. So like, what I mean by normal type moves is like their kit, like over here, like Dazzling Gleam and Moonblast. And on their Sync Grid, they're going to have a Sync Nuke build. Like, they have a lot of stuff for their Sync moves, so they're going to be able to Sync Nuke pretty well. And considering with Fairy Power, when they Mega Evolve, they're going to be getting that nice 50% increase, so then your Sync move is going to be stronger. And I think that applies to their Sync move as well. And if it does, if that Fairy Power increases their Sync move as well, they're going to be hitting very hard on their Sync move. So in terms of Sync nuking, they're going to be good. In terms of normal attack damage, they're going to be very good as well. So in terms of like pure power, I'm going to say Gardevoir is definitely better than Iris and Hydreigon. But I don't really care about that, just because I want to get Hydreigon. And that's the point of this video. If you want to summon based on pure power, Gardevoir is going to be the one to go. But if you just want to summon for whoever you want to go for, then summon for whoever you want, because the game is only going to get more fun if you summon for the characters that you really like. Because the game can definitely get very boring very fast if you go strictly based on damage, because if you're going strictly based on damage, then there's a high chance, or there's a possibility, that you're summoning on characters that you don't like because you're going just for damage. But if you summon on characters that you like, you're gonna have more fun with the game. So that's what I just have to say. Just summon for the characters that you really like, because that's gonna make the game more fun for you. And even though Gardevoir is gonna be stronger than Iris and Hydreigon, I'm going all in on Hydreigon and Iris, just because I really like Hydreigon, and they're one of my top 5 favorite Pokemon in all of Pokemon. So that's the reason why. So again, if you're going strictly based on damage, Gardevoir is going to be your better option. But if you're going on whoever your favorite sync pair is out of these two, then that's going to be the better way to go about it. But don't forget, Gardevoir is going to be the best Fairy Striker in the game for a while. Because, well, once she comes, she's going to be the best Fairy Striker in the game, period. And she's going to remain the best Fairy Striker for a long time. Just because I don't really think that, okay, I mean, there's Xerneas, and Xerneas is going to be very good paired up with Diantha and Gardevoir. So, but in terms of like actual pure striker, Gardevoir is going to be the best one. And when you have an amazing free-to-play sync pair like Xerneas and Sycamore to get put on the team with Gardevoir, that team is going to be busted. Like, you don't even need to have anyone else. All you need to have is Gardevoir and Xerneas, and then you're good to go. So that's going to be a pretty crazy team, that's for sure. But again, if you're going strictly for damage, Gardevoir is going to be your better option. But if you're going strictly for on who your favorite sync pair is, go for that. Because I'm going for Hydreigon. I like them more than Gardevoir and Diantha. I will be summoning for both, but I'm going to be summoning for Iris and Hydreigon. And they are coming out first. I think I mentioned that. But they're coming out on April or March 18, so they're coming out before Gardevoir, because Gardevoir is coming out on March 31st. And both their 6-star outfits do look very good too. Iris's outfit matches Hydreigon, of course. Like, all their outfits tend to match their sync pair, which is cool. But yeah, so hopefully this video helped you guys. Like, if you want a more in-depth review of these two sync pairs, I'll leave the link down in the description below for each of their videos, because we did talk about their grid and everything, but I just really wanted to talk about what we had over here. And these pictures are from Absolutely, so of course shout out to him. I'll also leave his link in the description below. But yeah, let me know who you're going to be going for. Personally, like I said, I'm going to be going for Iris and Hydreigon very first, just because 1, they come out first, and 2, I like them more. But in terms of raw damage, Gardevoir and Diantha are definitely going to be much better damage wise. So let me know who you guys are going to be going for. They're going to be like Diantha is coming out a week after Iris, so if you're planning on summoning all out on Iris, just know that they're coming out a week after. So maybe you might have to sort of ease down a little bit if you want to summon for both. But yeah, again, let me know who you guys are going to be going for. This is going to be another crazy month just because of these two sync pairs. So very cool, and the anniversary is very it's awesome too. Like Leon, I would have preferred if the anniversary had more events going on, but can't really complain because like these sync pairs are very good. But yeah, so anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.